There we go. Here we have the iPhone SE second generation right in front of me. So let me just unbox it because this is clearly the most interesting part for me right now. So let me just peel off the plastic real quick. But before we do, I want to say that this is a white edition iPhone, 64 gigs, pretty much the basic and the cheapest one I could get, because that's like the point of a budget iPhone. So let me just do it, a little bit of the ASMR for you. So there you have that, and now let's just take off the lid. It goes very easily, and the first thing that we can see is of course designed by Apple in California. Let me just first take a look at what we have inside, like some manuals and stuff, but we also have the Apple stickers, which are also usual but on a transparent background. This does not always happen to be the case, but it's happening with the latest iPhones. And now we have the clean iPhone SE second generation, the Apple logo in the middle. It looks cool and all of that, but let me put it aside for a moment. What else do we have in the box? Obviously we have the classic headphones that Apple always includes with this, so nothing special about these. These are of course Lightning headphones, so nothing special about that. Apple doesn't include the Lightning to 3.5mm headphone jack adapter anymore. It's probably not required, and because I'm in Europe, this is the European wall adapter. And of course, a Lightning to USB cable to charge it up. No fast charger here, you have to pay 30 bucks for this extra. Like I said, this is kind of annoying because it definitely works with this. But yeah, it's just not in the box, what can I say? Let's put it aside again and let's bring the real star of the show here, and it is the iPhone SE right here in front of me. So it already looks very sleek. Not really used to seeing the white design with black front bezel or front panel. And this is kind of unusual for me, but the great thing is that Apple keeps making the experience even more simple, so you don't really need any kind of knife to open the box, and here you only have one strap to peel off the plastic completely, so let's just do it. Another portion of your ASMR. There you go, and it's super clean and looking very good actually. So let's power it on. Right now it is very visible that we do not have the OLED display. You can see it's just the LCD, so the entire screen actually has to light up at first, but it's really not that big of a deal in my opinion. Notifications are telling me that I can easily set up my new iPhone from a backup from a different phone, which is nice. And unfortunately I'm not able to lower the brightness of the phone as of right now because we are still in the process of setting it up, so it's a little bit overexposed on the camera. But as far as the design goes, I mean, oh my gosh, it looks just awesome. The nice design, if you just compare it to the iPhone 8, which I have right next to me, it looks actually very similar, but the Apple logo is really apparent here, so it's something you just cannot miss. But other than that, the camera, the positioning, everything is exactly the same. But one thing that probably many people are not familiar with or don't really care about that much, but the Apple sign or Apple heading is actually removed from the backside right now, which is actually making it a little bit more clean. Of course, I kind of hate to say it, but these huge trash can and FCCE labels on the backside are still here, so this kind of pisses me off. In European standards, it just has to be there. So I have to go through the basic setup, no big deal here, but you have to go through this every single time you buy an iPhone. And we are officially in the iPhone, and it just looks really cool, to be honest. I didn't really expect to see, I mean, it's really contrasty. If you take a look at the side, maybe you're not able to see that well on camera, but looking at it from the sides, it just looks very contrasty. The front black panel alongside with the white bezel or white edges. I mean, it just looks very unusual, which is already bringing it like a very unusual look. So it's actually already a little bit of a refresh. So it's not like it's an iPhone 6. I mean, yes, of course, the same components and the same design, but at least some combinations of the colors look a little bit different. So there is that, but for many people this doesn't really play a huge role at all. Okay, so this was just unboxing and quick setup, but make sure to stay tuned for more content and for more videos where I compare it to other devices, like to the iPhone 8 mainly, to the iPhone SE, to the iPhone 10, to the iPhone 11 Pro, and all of these comparisons, which are very interesting in my opinion. You can look forward to testing out the portrait mode on the camera. So it's actually very nice that there are many features which I can compare to the latest iPhones out there. So this is something what you can look forward to. I mean, stay tuned. It's been Lucas from Apple Fox, and thank you so much for watching. Stay safe. See you guys later.